promotion from Next Gaming. I thought I'd leave you with a little commentary. I'm really busy studying for exams, and this is kind of like the only time I have, so I thought I'd give you guys a little commentary of me playing Vayne. This is just a normal queue game. Let me actually line up all the portraits here. So, yeah, there we go. Alright. So this is me just playing a normal game with one of my friends who recently hit plat, so congrats to him. So yeah, Vayne is a very... she can be very frustrating at times, because it's always frustrating to play a champion that has a really weak laning phase, and that's what Vayne has. We're up against Platinum 5 Varus, I believe, on the other team. So starting off with Doran's Blade, the runes I'm rocking are attack damage reds, armor yellows, magic resist per level blues, and then lifesteal quints, so I have 6% lifesteal. I believe I'm doing the little weird mastery thing. I'll explain that in a second as we do double golems. The proper way to do it is to kill the small one first, and then split tank the big one. The Lulu here does a little bit of a weird job. She should be activating a potion right about now, so by the time we get to lane, we don't lose that much HP. You see how she's pretty chunked right now. So I thought I'd throw that out there. She uses the potion now, but it's a little bit... if you're up against an aggressive lane, then that could have actually spelt a little bit of trouble. So it's just farming. As Vayne, like I said, she's short ranged. Varus outranges me with skills and auto attacks, so it's going to be really hard for me to CS properly. But yeah, just have to try your best. So yeah, you see how much I get chunked just from a couple of skills from Varus. But she scales a lot harder than Varus into the late game, so it's kind of worth sticking around. Being down like 10-20 CS isn't really a big deal. First blood goes top. I'm just gonna focus on this lane because this is a Vayne commentary. So like I said, I'm doing a weird mastery page where I do, I think it's 19-0-11. So I take the mana regen and the extra lifesteal and spell vamp. So I have 9% lifesteal, trying to dodge skills with tumble. I max Q first, followed by silver bolts. So, the way I approach this game is more like I would approach a solo queue rank game when I'm playing AD. So I thought I'd cast this game because it's quite good, showing you how to maximize your farming in solo queue. Because I know that sometimes people are obsessed with team fighting in solo queue, especially, and this is how to maximize. Do best of both. Okay, so a gank comes in, very nice. They didn't ward. The Lulu gets caught here. Good play by the Lulu to polymorph the other Lulu, and we're just gonna push this lane up, and then I think we're gonna base. Okay, I guess not. I guess we're staying. We're relatively high HP. We don't have to base. We could have. I could have picked up another Doran's Blade or so, but I feel like I really need to make up for that a lot of farm that I missed during the early phases of the lane. So that's what I'm doing. When you're blue side, you want to do double golems as much as possible. That's the blue side advantage. Okay, so standard farm fast, dodging the little skill shots. You see how like I'm playing very, very passive. We're kind of ahead right now, but then I didn't get a chance to buy items, so I haven't been able to capitalize on the gold. That's why I'm playing pretty much as passive as I was before. Plus, when Varus hits 6, which is relatively soon, it's a major power spike for him, as well as me, but me not so much. Vayne is more of a persistent damage dealer, so we're just trading back and forth here. I think we won that trade because I got my silver bolts proc off, but that's the only reason. Alright, so I hit 6, Varus hit 6. This is a... They really want to engage right now. So like I said, bot lane communication with a random guy, it's not that great. So, okay, so I go in for a trade, thinking that the Lulu will shield me. I don't. And I go back to farming, but Varus keeps initiating trades. I actually lose that trade pretty badly. Kinda wanted to see how he would react if I suddenly went aggressive. He was kinda low on mana. I'm just kinda sizing up my opponent here. In a ranked situation, I might not do that as much, but I'm just testing limits. Okay, so they're fighting. So their bot lane is going to roam into their jungle. I told my Lulu in chat to go and help the team, and then I stay and farm and push this lane up, because the way I see it, it's more beneficial for the team overall, for me to be farming, like constantly farming, because I will scale so much better. It gives me a time to catch up on missed CS, etc. You notice I'm about 15 CS behind, so yeah. I push the lane up, base, buy a ward, because I have the extra gold for it. Lulu's getting poked. Okay. A little bit of a trade. I went in going all aggressive, and then Lulu came back to lane, and then their Lulu, sorry, came back to lane. I kind of figured we wouldn't be able to win. That's a weird bug though. That's a replay bug. Yeah. I condemned her into the wall. So she flashed, which is a terrible, terrible flash on her part. She was dead anyway. You shouldn't waste flash when you're dying anyway. So we're just gonna shove this lane up. Good gank. Yeah. And this is where we make a little bit of a mistake. We make a dragon. Our Lee Sin pings dragon. So we're trying to do dragon. We want Vi to join us. If Vi was here, this would have been a safe dragon for sure. But yeah. I'm pretty low on mana. So as soon as I ult, I am going to try, like, I know Renekton's coming. So he goes for me. I cleanse the stun and flash away and let Morgana handle it. We should just disengage at this point. I'm getting the fuck out of here. If Vi stayed and tanked dragon, we would have been just fine. Lee Sin can lifesteal off dragon with his W active, and it just would have been fine. They dive my Lulu bot lane, sucks. But picking up the BT first. When you max Q, it's better to go BT first.
Purple team has slain the dragon.
Okay, so just back to farming. I remember forgetting to buy boots in this game. So, yeah, that's just me being a little rusty. Been taking a break from League for a little bit. So yeah, right here, this is like me. I get caught under the tower. This is really bad. He has Blade of the Ruined King. I forgot to check. Lulu ult's kind of wasted, but I appreciate the effort. But yeah, we died there. So, but luckily, my team is roaming to clean up, so it's all good. Yep. So he dies. Lulu is also gonna get dropped, I believe. I hope so. Oh no. Wow, okay. So Lulu makes it out. What happened there was, it's me being bad. That was totally my bad. I forgot to check his items. I totally forgot he had Blade. So yeah. I got caught by Varus ulti, and that's kind of a done deal there. If I was communicating with Lulu, I would have told him to run straight away. Like, once you get caught by Varus ulti, yeah, I wasn't gonna live for sure. So went bought boots. We're just harassing since Lulu isn't in lane. But because of Blade of the Ruined King, I'm actually losing out all the trades, which kind of sucks. But yeah. Okay, yeah. This is another mistake. This kind of happens a lot when you're playing with a random guy who is supporting you. Renekton is in that brush. I have no idea. I get caught by Varus ulti again, and then yeah, that was my bad actually. Well, yeah, it was okay. So what happened there was Lulu didn't ward that brush, which is always, it's a key thing. You should always ward the side brushes. So yeah, a little bit of mistake on both of our parts. I wasted cleanse.
destroyed.
I thought I could possibly live if I cleansed, because Varus went aggressive, and then we were just at a tower, so I thought, like, I kind of knew at that point that there was no possible reason for him to go that aggressive on us when we're that close to our tower. But yeah, Renekton was there trying to cleanse the his stun and flash away, but fortunately not the case. So they're pushing up, standard stuff. I'm just trying to catch up. Really. I'm behind at this point. We're gonna try and chase him down. Nothing much happens, so I'm going back to farming. Yeah, when you're playing Vayne and you're losing in CS, that's quite common. Because, like I said, Vayne is a terrible, terrible laning phase. So yeah, if I was out CSing Varus, then Varus would really need to reconsider his playstyle. Because it's kind of like that, you know. So yeah, I could group up and help my team, but I tell my Lulu to go help the team, because I'm fine on my own. I'm just gonna try and farm up as much as possible. You'll see, like, this is kind of like a typical attitude that I take when it's solo queue. I'm gonna split push bot lane, farm up, get really strong, and then join the team fights later on when I can hyper carry. Because Vayne is a true hyper carry. So Varus gets the kill, not concerned at all. Yeah, I'm gonna ward the Tri-Brush, or ask Lulu to put a ward in the Tri-Brush, so I'm safe. And then I'm gonna push up. Yeah, Lissandra's coming, so most of the time, this is around the time where people want to group and team fight, like you see that Varus doing. But I'm gonna do my own thing. I'm gonna farm. Yeah, this is like the mid game where Varus shines the most, so I kind of want to avoid that as much as possible. So my team should not be team fighting at all at this point. We should just be poking back and forth. I noticed it was quite funny. We both, yeah. Team's trying to fight. I'm just telling them not to. I'm farming. Varus is coming. So I really feel like they need my help at this point, so I'm going up. But nothing really happens. This is a mistake on my part. I should have stayed bot and kept farming. I think I could have pushed a couple more waves. But team fight erupts. So I'm gonna try and get out of the range of the Varus. And then, yeah. So I'm being very aggressive positioning wise because I know that there is no possible way anyone can catch me at this point. So just kiting back and just moving back, picking off Shyvana, and then Varus makes a mistake here. I lifesteal off the creeps. We can get this tier 1 mid tower, tier 2 mid tower, sorry. He thinks he can defend this against 3 of us. Vi still has ult. So yeah, this is just a free kill. And that was a mistake on his part. Okay. So we're gonna push up this wave to deny another wave, which is always important. It's good to be denying CS to your opponent. And then, yeah, I'm just gonna go back, get farming. I really want to catch up. I'm almost caught up in CS. I am right now, but I really want to buy, get some items. I'm sitting on a lot of gold at this point. So I get Phantom, and then I'm building Last Whisper. Because I noticed that Renekton's building quite a bit of armor, Shyvana has Sunfire Cape. They're really going to be diving for our backline. So I really want to be able to damage them as much as possible. We notice that everyone is mid.
Shut down.
So if I went there, it would have been much too late. By the time I got there, Renekton would have been there. It would have been like 4v5, or even
Blue team's
3v5,
turret has been
not much
destroyed.
point. So this is what I mean. I can 1v1 anyone, I'm
Has been
Vayne.
destroyed.
So Renekton comes to try and get me. He ghosts, I condemn him into the wall as he stuns me. And then he's really going ham here. He activated his ghost and everything. So I cleanse the ignite. Okay, I'm gonna slow this down here. I'm gonna kite him away from my creeps. If I kited him towards my creeps, I know that he can slice and dice and just kill me. So attack moving. So yeah, I'm just gonna kite him around and then back off. So the technique you used there is pressing your A key, left clicking on him, and then right clicking away to move backwards. It's typical AD carry mechanics. So pick up a free kill. Like I said, Vayne can 1v1 anyone as long as you're prepared. I wasn't as prepared as I would have liked to have been. I could have condemned him into the wall where I had vision. I could have killed him a lot quicker. But I killed him nonetheless, free kill. And I'm just gonna do the same thing over and over. The enemy team isn't forcing Baron or anything. There is no
Blue team has slain the dragon.
direct need for me to be mid right now. Yeah, my team seems to be handling things okay by themselves. So they're getting chased down mid. The enemy team is tunnel visioning here on kills, so they're just letting me get this inhibitor turret for free. So as soon as I get the turret, I'm gonna back, because some of them recalled.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
I'm gonna recall here. They're actually looping around to try and kill me in the river somehow, but I recalled. I'm being smart here. I recalled, so they have no hopes of catching me. It's all good. Pick up my last whisper, and then I believe I'm building towards a Quicksilver Sash, which I later sell, because I kind of get greedy later on to do more damage. But yeah, this is a typical solo queue approach. Yeah, you just farm, try and 1v1 people. Vayne is a really good duelist. So yeah, Lulu's joining me. I'm trying to get the inhib at this point, but they're not gonna let me. I actually saw Renekton recall, so this is a good time to fight, to team fight. Okay. So we're just poking. Sieging the tower isn't ideal right now. Yeah. Fi and Lulu are out of position. Lee Sin is out of position. Actually, yeah. Lee Sin is out of position. He kills Varus, but he is so screwed. I don't know which way to run to try and give him a safeguard option, but yeah, he is kind of screwed. At least he got a kill out of it. It's all good. I think as a team we misplayed that pretty badly, but so I'm getting greedy here. I'm getting greedy. I condemn Lulu into the wall. We're gonna team fight. Yeah. Okay, usually it's bad to tumble into people, but there I knew that Lulu had ult up. And she could ult me, so if I tumbled, we could get the knock up. So that was like the only reason I tumbled in. Otherwise you should never tumble in. It kinda worked out. It was a risky move, actually. But yeah, it kinda worked out. So since I pushed this tower before, we're gonna get 2 inhibs off this, I believe. Actually no, Lulu dies, so we're only gonna get 1 inhib. Well, that sucks. But hey, free inhib is free inhib. Kinda wanted to push this wave out, but Vi is like pinging like madness. Admittedly, it was quite dangerous, but I just wanted to push a wave. I had no intention of staying there for too long. So gonna push. I mean, just gonna keep farming. As an AD carry, you always want to be killing something, whether it be champions or anything else. Killing stuff is good. Let's see. I'm going for Infinity Edge here. Finish my Quicksilver Sash. I don't really make good use of it though. Oh well. We're just poking. We're waiting for oh yeah, Vi gets caught here. Vi gets caught severely out of position, and that is a dead Vi. We're just gonna go for Drake.
Blue team has slain the dragon.
We're gonna try and sneak a Baron, because they all based for some reason. They had it ordered, so they kind of know what's going on. I'm gonna slow this down. So we don't have a smite, so as soon as Shyvana comes in, I want to condemn her and stun her so she cannot smite, essentially. Smite steal it from us. And yeah, she dies. She took a big risk trying to steal. I mean, it was an okay risk, but the reward wasn't so great. Even if she got Baron, she would have died. Baron buff for her team, yeah, it would have been worth it. But she didn't pull off the smite correctly, so their team is at a loss now. We're about 6k gold ahead, which is not a significant lead, but it's okay. Okay, right here, Lee Sin goes like super ham. So yeah, this is me I'm trying to survive as much as possible. Yeah, I make a mistake right here. I mess up my tumble. I tumble towards my team, which gives Renekton the slice and dice that he needs to kill me. But Vi does a lot of damage, so kind of cleans up here, the exhaust. And yeah, Lulu flashing to secure that kill. Very nice.
Purple team's turret has been destroyed.
So we're doing fine.
Purple team's inhibitor is respawning soon.
I think we can get an inhib from this. So right now we should be closing the game, but in typical solo queue fashion, our team is kind of very, very disorganized. So we have trouble finishing out the game, and we actually kind of throw the game at a couple of points. Okay, so build-wise, this is kind of like the order that I would build. Common build pass for Vayne. I usually go with the Bloodthirster first. Okay. Lee Sin goes ham again, so I have to flash out to avoid everyone. Essentially, it was just us two. He's gonna try and draw aggro with GA, and right now, yeah. So somehow we managed to get a kill from that, which shouldn't really happen, but kind of happened. So we're just gonna push the inhibs again. I'm trying to. Oh yeah, I make a mistake. I get really, really greedy, and then Varus outplays me with his Blade of the Ruin King, which I thought was down. That was just miscalculation and my mistake. Misplay on my part. So yeah, as an AD carry, you should never be too greedy. It can kill you. It doesn't really matter right now in this occasion, but in a different occasion, it could have actually cost us the game. So you really got to be careful of your positioning. So yeah, my team is kind of throwing here. I mean, like, I threw back there, and now that everyone's throwing. So in an environment like this, bad play is really contagious. So that's what happens. So when one person messes up, everyone kind of tends to follow the lead, you know. It happens. They're recalling because their base is getting destroyed by minions. So I'm gonna do a little troll, try and stop them from backing. I'm gonna interrupt their recalls. This isn't necessarily anything spectacular, this is just mind games on my part. Like, I pop my ult here, and like, you see how Shyvana like immediately runs away. My ult is it's an okay cooldown, it's not that long of a cooldown, so I'm just trying to stop them from blue pilling. I'd ideally like them to walk back if they have to. So I pop my ult just to scare them. Which worked, actually. So I went with the boot enchantment, the Fura. Really helps you kite. The extra move speed on the auto attack. It's very nice for kiting. Varus gets to free farm in his base, which kinda sucks, so we really have to clear this game out pretty quickly. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna have Lee Sin split push bottom. Like I said, this is solo queue. When someone sees minions, they're gonna go for it. I mean, let's face it, people are kinda greedy for farm. So we're gonna sneak a little Baron. Completely for free. Like, they collapse on Lee Sin as 5. I mean, like, Varus gets the kill, so maybe it's worth, but, I mean, we get a free Baron, so 1 kill for Baron, that's definitely worth it for us. We got it completely uncontested, they had 0 vision on it, we had total Baron control. So we were just able to take it for free, basically. At this point, I feel like super strong and super safe. I feel like they're not diving me as heavily as I thought they would. So, I think on my next trip, I actually sell my Quicksilver Sash, and then just buy a Blade of the Ruined King. Or try and finish a Blade of the Ruined King at least. So, once again, okay, yeah. So my team was kind of getting caught here. We should just disengage at this point. Fighting in the jungle is not good, especially with a Varus. His ult could spread to every single one, potentially. No, that's bad. So we're just going to disengage and farm up. Yeah, I'm just telling my team we can group now. We want to fight in the open. We don't want to fight in random places in the jungle. So yeah, I'm kind of greedy to do more damage, so I sell my defensive item and just buy a Cutlass. If I was being focused very, very heavily, that would be a bad choice, unless I was buying another defensive item or switching defensive items. But yeah. So we're trying to siege this tower. We have Baron. This is a good siege. We're gonna push the open inhib. It just respawned, so we're gonna push it. Okay, yeah. So I went this way to avoid the Varus ulti, but I end up getting caught by it. So right here I have to flash, and I have to seriously consider my positioning. So great save from the Lulu. I was very, very slow to react on that one. There were serious positioning errors on my part. I should not have been away from my team. But nevertheless, we kind of get to clean up. And yeah, this is game. I mean, we were very, very far ahead, so it kind of worked out, but this is severe positioning error. So you really want to be careful of your positioning, basically, as Vayne. Especially because I had no defensive items. Like, if I had Quicksilver Sash at that point, I would have been perfectly fine to stay. But yeah. So yeah, this is game. So I hope you learned something. If you have any questions, you can always ask me. But yeah, that was my Vayne commentary, and hopefully I'll do another one Maybe I'll try and do one for each role. We'll see, but there will be another commentary soon, so stay